I thought you said Donald Trump was the problem. Well, if Donald Trump's the problem, then why is he paying people? He would just let them not get paid because he's lockstep with the Republicans. No, what happens is the Republican Democrat in Congress can't get along. And so Donald Trump has to be daddy in the room and say, I'm gonna pay these people and find a way to pay them. And this fool go, he illegally paying them. What, should they not get paid?
What did Democrats get out of this standoff?
Yeah, well, Margaret, the standoff is not done yet, right? The president is illegally paying, apparently, TSA agents.
He could have told Johnson, make the deal. But he did not.
But he is the one who actually did take action.
Well, I have to say thanks to the president for signing the executive order to pay us.
Before we get to this, I want to talk about Tatum store just real quick. I want you guys to know there's some other cool designs that are coming out, and you need to go on and get it. I'm thinking I'm going to talk to the staff about possibly doing free shipping. You probably can't do the 20% off and free shipping at the same time. You may got to pick which one you want to do. But I'm thinking about doing free shipping or something because I don't want it to be a barrier, a financial barrier for some of you guys within reason to not buy the product. So go to tatumstore.com, be on the lookout for the new merch that's coming out. We'll see if we're going to launch the I Support Erica Kirk shirt. I already have the shirt. I just don't know if I want to launch it. I want to get with Erica to make sure that, we can send proceeds from the shirt to something that she's into and that she wants to go to. So, because I don't want to just be doing it and then everybody complain about, Bernie, you made the money off of it. And no, we will work with her to get it to where she wanted to go. So, we'll make a survey. I want to hear from you guys. Come on, let's play the clip. This is what Democrats think about Donald Trump when they should be kissing his butt because of what he did for TSA workers that's out there grinding and not getting paid. But this is what these Democrats feel about y'all. Every TSA worker needs to watch this. Roll the clip.
Well, what we just heard from that TSA union rep is the person standing up for those hardworking American workers is the president. With that executive action that he took at the end of the week, they're now getting new money into their bank accounts finally again. Are you thankful that he did take that action?
Well, look, the president, if he's been saying for a while that he could have taken some action so that would have never had this issue. He could have told Johnson, make the deal. But he did not.
But he is the one who actually did take action, not the Congress so far. Do you support and are you thankful that he did take action when you're saying that the hardworking American worker of TSA have been the people caught in the middle?
The president, they should have never, you heard that agent talk about how they were in debt, the number of, extra interest and penalties, et cetera. That should have never happened, and the president could have prevented that from happening.
Just so you know, let me interpret what he said. He don't give a about you, and he don't care that Donald Trump did that because Donald Trump did it. If a Democrat would have done it, he'd be all open arms and saying how great and wonderful that the savior has come back and paid TSA workers. But since Donald Trump did it, he don't care. He hates you. They hate y'all. They're going to go to their house and get their check, and they get on TV and talk crazy to you. They don't care about you. They just need a vote. They don't care if you're dead or alive. They just need your vote. All right. Here's Jim Himes. Is that what it is? Roll the clip.
Practically speaking, ICE is already funded. In fact, it's one of the few DHS entities where people are getting paid because they had so much funding from the president's last bill. And now their portfolio is expanding because they're in American airports across the country. So what did...
I want you to listen to her very clearly. ICE, the whole Democrat plan was that they did not want to support ICE, so they made TSA workers pay the price for it. They knew, I knew, you know, she knows, everybody knows that ICE workers are already getting paid. So trying to stop funding for ICE workers don't matter because they have already been paid. The budget has already been allotted. Nothing that they do will stop ICE right now. So why would you put TSA workers in that position? Because they wanted TSA workers and they want the chaos, so people think it's all Trump's fault. They knew better than what they did. Now she called him out, and this is what he said. Start the clip from the top. This is what he said. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let it play. Roll it.
Practically speaking, ICE is already funded. In fact, it's one of the few DHS entities where people are getting paid because they had so much funding from the president's last bill. And now their portfolio is expanding because they're in American airports across the country. So what did Democrats get out of this standoff?
Yeah, well, Margaret, the standoff is not done yet, right? The president is illegally paying, apparently, TSA agents. You had the Senate, as you pointed out with Mr. Homan, pass a bipartisan bill unanimously in the United States Senate to say, look, let's fund everybody else and let's deal with this thorny issue about ICE. And then you had the Republican House say, hell no, we're not doing that. And by the way, mock their own Republican leaders in the Senate. So, look, this thing is still very much live for one very simple reason. We can talk about House, Senate, changing law for one very simple reason, which is that the vast majority of Americans look at the way ICE behaved with the murder of 2 American citizens, with the constant knocking down of doors of American citizens without warrants, people dressed like they're, airlifting into Fallujah to...
Real quick, they deported 600,000 people. They've only had conflicts with about 120 Americans who were American citizens that were inaccurately detained. 120 versus 600,000, and another couple million people self-deported. What are we talking about? They're acting like the exception is the rule. It's only a few people out of 600,000 people who have been inaccurately detained and released. What are we saying here? These dumb idiot devils are trying to make people think that the mass majority of what ICE is doing is that. It's a lie from the pit of hell. It's only 2 people that have been killed that we know of, and it was in the same city around the corner from each other because they both stupid. All right, roll the clip.
Do the legitimate work of going after illegal aliens in this country, and they say that is not okay, and that's our position. Our position is very simply, we want ICE to act like the police force that they are, and that fight is not won yet. And look, I'm sorry it got tied up. I'm sorry that the Republicans on one side of the Capitol said this was a good idea, and on the other side of the Capitol they called it a joke. But we're ready to negotiate around something that is not a radical demand. We just want ICE to act like proper police officers.
So in the meantime, the president's redirecting existing funding to pay TSA agents. You said he was illegally paying them. You believe that he is violating the law in this interpretation that the White House says they have?
Well, it's not that I believe it, it's that I know it, right? I mean, if there's one power that Congress has, it is the power of the purse. Now, this president has, of course, consistently and universally said that he, in fact, has that power. But any American that went through first grade civics, no, they should be paid. They should have never been held hostage. And we had a deal come out unanimously from the Senate that if it had passed, right now they would be getting paid, and we wouldn't be talking about the constitutional power of the purse. But Mike Johnson, leader of the House of Representatives, said hell no to what his Republicans in the Senate said yes to.
Now, that's the ploy. Okay, just say Republicans House and Congress or the Republican Congress is the problem here. Donald Trump isn't the problem. I thought you said Donald Trump was the problem. Well, if Donald Trump's the problem, then why is he paying people? He would just let them not get paid because he's lockstep with the Republicans. No, what happens is the Republican Democrat in Congress can't get along. And so Donald Trump has to be daddy in the room and say, I'm going to pay these people and find a way to pay them. And this fool go, he illegally paying them. Well, should they not get paid? Okay. Here's a TSA worker congratulating or supporting Donald Trump. Roll the clip.
What is your message and the message of those that you represent to Congress, to perhaps the president as well, about having to continually go through this every time Congress is supposed to be passing bills that pay the bills?
Well, I have to say thanks to the president for signing the executive order to pay us. But I also have to say that there's other parts of the Department of Homeland Security that aren't being paid, right?
Everybody in TSA should be thanking Donald Trump.